All right, for this first question, if you got this one wrong, I'm going to take a little bit of time to go through this because it probably means you got quite a few of them wrong because you weren't sure what to think about. So, first of all, you're matching the functions on the left. That's these three functions to the equations on the right. That's these three equations. So you're just like, drawing lines between them, but you got to figure out which one's which. And you have to get all three parts right to get this point. So what this comes down to is, okay, well, we're basically got to figure out the equation for each one of these. Well, the equation we're talking about is our y equals mx plus b, okay? And we talked about this a whole bunch this year, this unit. And it really comes down to understanding what the m and the b are. So let's talk about that m. That m is our slope, okay? And you're going to see this pop up a whole bunch. So that's our slope, which is our change. Okay, these are all the ways we define that slope. It's the change in y over change in x. Remember, those triangles just mean change. So one of these things is going to help us for each one of these. Well, first of all, maybe just by finding the slope, that's going to help us figure out some of this. So let's just find the slope. Let's start with this. For this one, we got to think about our change, and specifically our change in y over change in x. So our change in y, well, what's happening here? Well, -4 to 4, then 0, or sorry, -4 to 0, then 0 to 4, 4 to 8. It's obviously adding 4. So our change in y would be 4 over, let's see, -2 to 1 to, -2 to -1 to 0, that's adding 1. So 4 over 1, which is just 4. So our m is 4 for this one. Okay, how about this one? Well, this is where we're thinking, oh, change in y over change in x is the same thing as rise over run. Okay, and so for this, we're thinking, okay, from one point to another point, our rise is 1, our run, 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4. So this m is 1 over 4. And then for this one, it's the change. So we can think Marianne needs to save up for a car. She has $4 and saves $1 every day. Which one of those numbers is changing? Well, she already has $4. What's changing is the money she's saving every day. So her slope is 1, the $1. So we have these three slopes. Well, we can already go and match these. We just got to know which one is the m. Well, the m is the one with the x. So 1 over 4, okay, that's going to go here. Our 4, well, which one was 4? Well, 4 over 1, same thing as 4, goes here. And then finally, 1, remember there's that imaginary 1 right here, so those match as well. So for this, you just had to find that slope, and then you match them. You also could have done the same thing with the y-intercept. You didn't really need to find both because when you found one, you found them all. There you go.